progression is not linear. If anything, it's a lot slower and a lot more unpredictable. A prime example of this would be Jalen Green. Nobody expected him to perform the way that he did in March last season. That March run on top of the games he's had to begin the year makes me think that this is the year. This is the Jalen Green we've all been waiting for. But why? You're probably thinking that there was some kind of change. Change there was. In the door came Ime Udoka. Ime Udoka had a very different coaching style to that of Steven Silas. Udoka brought accountability, but that's a topic for another day. Let's talk about Jalen Green. These next two clips are what I thought were going to be the most important shots for Jalen this season. You know, the bigs were in drop coverage. He had tons of space to pull up and shoot the three. In this clip, he is going to go ahead and knock it down, you know, with the late contest. But in the next clip, you see a similar semi-drop coverage as well. This is something I thought we were going to see all season for Jalen. But notice I said, I thought.
Notice Golden State really extending defensively in all the pick-and-roll actions from the Rockets.
When you start your season averaging 29 points, people are bound to notice this. Teams don't want to lose to Jalen Green. They're making him pass the ball. I mean, they're straight blitzing him off these screens, man. He does make this pass, but historically he's not the greatest passer. But I think his passing is something that can be improved. It's something he's shown flashes of before. That was a beautiful fake by a man, by the way. Honestly, it is a little weird for me to be making this video after the way Jalen Green played last night. He had 13 points with a minute left in the fourth quarter. But once Şengün got going, the Knicks couldn't guard Jalen Green the way that they were to begin the game. It essentially becomes a pick your poison type thing. Just as easily as Şengün could have went up with his layup, he's such a gifted passer that if the defense would have overextended, he could have just as easily passed it.
Goes baseline, he gave him.
A good sign for the Rockets though is that when it's mattered most this season, Jalen Green has shown up each and every time down the stretch. The guy has been making some very, very difficult shots. And for a Rockets team that's been struggling shooting to start the year, having a guy that shows up down the stretch in all these close games due to poor shooting is huge. The guy nearly brought the team back all by himself. Quite literally. These are big shots, even though they do end up losing. When the games get close, Jalen Green seems to have learned that he's faster than everybody. This is an elite move. That step through, that's beautiful. Yet again, he's going to take that screen. I love this action right here, that point guard screen. It goes downhill every time. It's a mismatch. Takes Harrison Barnes off the dribble. That's a mismatch. In crunch time, this man is fearless. Most guards would have been scared of that threat that Wembanyama has, but Green just went right up with it. They were running whoever offense on Chris Paul. He slices and dices, man. He went up over Wemby and Castle and won. And that's tough. Not too many people in the league that could do that, man. Yet again, Green gets that first step, up again and won, bro. But don't let these scoring clips fool you. Down the stretch, he will make the right play every time.
Brooks wide open, and he puts in another three.
Rockets go right back to that set with Fred setting the screen, and Jalen Green makes the right play yet again, and Fred rewards him.
Wide open three is good.
Remember how I was talking about Ime Udoka and accountability? Part of that is defense. If you're not playing defense, you're not going to get on the court for the Rockets. So Jalen Green ramped it up. Like, I've never seen him fight over a screen until these last 2 years under Ime Udoka. He has Jalen Green fighting through dribble handoffs, pushing the ball. He has him glassing people. Like, he's playing real defense now. Look, in the clutch, when it matters most yet again, he steps up to the plate as he's needed. He got the stop. Mikal Bridges was getting to his spot. Jalen Green made it tough for him. These are things we hadn't seen previously. With that being said, this is Jalen Green's year. He's here, and the Rockets are making the playoffs. They're 4-3 right now, and 3 of those games they shouldn't have lost. In-depth Rockets video coming soon. I'm out, man.